Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Tuesday, the 22nd of April. Pope Francis is being remembered for many firsts after dying last night, aged 88. The head of the Catholic Church had a stroke and subsequent heart failure on the tail of a lengthy battle with double pneumonia. His death triggers days of mourning, which will include his funeral and interment. Pope Francis was born in Argentina in 1936, and he was the first non-European pope in more than a millennium. Massey University Emeritus History Professor Peter Lynham told Canterbury Mornings he also embraced many who had formerly had little to do with the church.
LGBT people, Muslims, prisoners, and especially migrants and illegal migrants. He's reached out to them in ways that have been actually quite provocative and interesting.
And Auckland Bishop Steve Lowe says the Pope is expected to have a relatively simple funeral.
He's made it clear that he doesn't want to be buried at St. Peter's, where most of the more recent popes are buried. He wants to be buried in one of the other major basilicas in Rome, St. Mary Major.
And Newstalk ZB's Joe McKenna has been at St. Peter's Square, where hundreds of thousands of mourners are expected in the coming days.
I think we'll see the sort of reaction that we saw with Pope John Paul's funeral way back in 2005. People will come from all over the world for this viewing.
A 33-year-old man fatally attacked at a bus stop in Auckland's Meadowbank on Saturday night was a US entomology PhD student, possibly out looking for insects. Police are hunting two offenders and say the motive for the assault is unclear. Chris Luxon says the ball's in Russia's court to end the war with Ukraine. The Prime Minister's announced Kiwi personnel will continue training Ukraine soldiers until at least December next year. Both sides in the conflict accuse the other of breaking a 30-hour Easter ceasefire. Putin's accusing Ukraine of not being open to peace, but Luxon says it's up to Vladimir Putin to pull out his troops.
This is an illegal, unprovoked invasion from Russia. They can choose to end it at any point in time.
Police bosses say they're facing issues with meeting the target of recruiting 500 more cops within 2 years. And former Health New Zealand Chief Executive Margie Apa is getting her salary paid to June, despite leaving the role in February. Chaos on an Australian motorway yesterday involving a major crash, carjackings and a shooting. Queensland police say a Porsche caused a crash on Palm View's Bruce Highway yesterday, killing a woman and seriously injuring a man. Police allege the Porsche driver then shot another vehicle's driver in the arm before stealing the car and fleeing. He was arrested after hijacking another car. 7 News reporter Michael Hammond says police have prior information about his original vehicle.
That car was used in petrol drive-offs here on the Sunshine Coast last week.
To sport, Black Ferns legend Portia Woodman-Wycliffe is coming out of international retirement to be available for this year's 15s Rugby World Cup in England. It's less than 12 months after her retirement from the black jersey. Nottingham Forest have held their nerve to beat Tottenham 2-1 in Premier League action and secure 3 points in their bid for a Champions League berth. And Olympians Mondo Duplantis and Simone Biles have been honoured as the Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year at the Laureus World Sports Awards. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.